Do I lift your mood somehow?
Come on in.
So we're here in Lewes after the game against Brighton. I won't lie, normally we do this straight after the game, Wiggy, but I felt a bit numb after that game. I felt like almost like in shock that we come away from a game yet again with nothing. And everyone's got their different views, and we can talk about each individual Brighton goal in a minute, but
It's disappointing still.
which bit though?
First half we just didn't turn up.
As usual, and we almost expected that.
We sang for the German, we got the German, and it fired us up a little bit. But defensive frailties, come on. We've got 3 centre halves, and the 2 of them had 3 headers for that second goal.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Absolutely can't have it.
Ironically, of the 3 goals they scored, and I know you can argue the first goal and the third goal should have been closed down. You can argue that.
They're absolutely top bins.
But they are top
keeper's not
bins.
saving them.
The one that disappointed me more was the second goal.
Yep, absolutely.
Free header.
But
3 centre halves and a free header. Mitoma is about 3'4".
I'm fairly sure Fabianski would have got the first one.
Oh, stop it.
Jokes, obviously.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the first and the third goal, get out. You know, we're shouting at them, get out, close them down.
Yeah.
And it's not happening.
But at the same time...
And you can't understand why it's not happening.
But at the same time, they were worldies, weren't they? You know...
Yes.
And in a way, if there's any consolation to take from this game today, it's that it's taken 2 worldies to beat us today. But as you said though, first half we were poor. We didn't turn up yet again. It takes us a half to get into the game, and they kind of deserve being ahead in the first half. And but fair play to us, we got into it and we got a goal pretty quickly. And then to get the second goal, I mean, come on. When we scored the second goal, we all thought we were going to win it, didn't we?
I think we should. I think we should have won it.
Yeah.
From there, but we can't hold a lead. I'm going to recommend that all the West Ham players go down to Battersea.
Battersea? Why Battersea?
They're going to get a dog. Then they'll learn how to hold a lead. You know, it's you know, we joke about it, but it's serious. They can't hold a lead.
Yeah, no, this is the disappointing thing. I'm with you on that. Look, lineup. I don't know if you saw the preview, but I predicted we were going to line up in one of 2 ways. It was either going to be 5 at the back and no Kudus, or it was going to be 5 at the back and no Fulkrug, or 4 at the back with Fulkrug.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed that Fulkrug didn't start.
I get why he didn't start, because we had to battle with. They got good wide players, they've got good, you know, central midfielders, etc. We had to compete, so I kind of got it, I understood it. But at the same time, you know, at the very least, Potter changed it in the second half, and he got Fulkrug on, and then we had a something to look at, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had something to target in the second half.
You know, in second half we looked good times at times. Other times we looked lazy.
I can't say no.
You know,
I can't say we look lazy. But at the same time, I just think, like, it's like you say, we back off a lot. You know, should we do it before we go back in this pub? Finish it before we go in the pub. We back off a lot, and we end up giving the opposition a lot more space, etc. And that's the problem, isn't it? Where we
Wan-Bissaka, outstanding again. Bowen's body language worries me.
At the end of the game, he looked really crestfallen, didn't he?
His body language. He looks like he's off. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think Bowen will go.
He's not going to ask to go.
No, he's not.
But what's going to happen is someone's going to look at that and look at the way he looked there and go, oh, cheeky offer there.
Cheeky offer, yeah. I agree with you on that. Cheeky offer.
And away he'll go.
Well, I don't think so. I think
and he'll say, He'll say, "I didn't ask to go."
I think we will get money in the transfer window without having to sell Bowen. But I think there'll be players that will go. I think Paqueta, Kudus, Suchek, various others will go. I kind of think that, but I don't think Bowen will. I think Potter will do all he can to try and keep him and try and build a team around him.
Yeah.
To be honest, but the game itself, I mean, look, you're right. The first half we were pretty poor. They deserved to be in the lead. And then, but we got out in the second half and we sort of made a fist of it, didn't we?
So
it was interesting. He took Ward-Prowse off, kept Souček on, which I think was the right thing.
Let's look at it as an improvement from last week. Last week was a game with no halves. This week was a game with 2 halves, and yet we still walk away with nothing and let it slip at the end.
Yeah.
You know, is it a lack of concentration? Is it a lack of skill? Who knows?
Well, let's analyse their goals quickly. So their first goal, what's the matter?
Lager top would be lovely.
Usual for me. Unless it cost a fortune. Quickly, so their first goal, okay, we could have closed them down, but it was a pretty decent goal, wasn't it? I mean, it was a really well taken goal in the top corner. Difficult.
Yeah,
you know,
but close him down.
I totally agree with that. Their second goal...
Sorry, love.
Do
you want to be on the telly?
Their second goal was the one I was disappointed most at, where Mitoma, not the tallest of players, came on in the second half, and we've got 3 centre-backs who are tall, and as you said, they got 2 free headers. One that headed across, and then Mitoma...
I mean, that second goal should never be happening.
Should never have happened.
2 men standing at the back post in space.
Yeah, I agree. And then their third goal, I mean, they pushed and pushed and pushed. We were sort of pressed further and further back.
And we all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think it would. I thought, okay, at 2-2, I thought maybe, you know, at 2-2, we're going to walk away with a point and maybe well deserved. And then it was a crush, absolute crush. But look at us. Look, we got back into the game. You know, we got our goal. Kudus finally has got his goal. Hopefully that will see him stand him in good stead for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he did some good bits second half.
He did, but we know he's going, don't we? But at least he got the goal. You know, he got the goal that he wanted, and maybe that will sort of that'll be good for him for the last 4 games of the season.
Yeah, but let's see. I mean, 4 games to go. How many points are we getting?
Don't know. Is the honest truth. I mean, Ipswich lost today, so we know we're not definitely safe now. But our second goal, Souček, deservedly got a goal, you know, and I'd said it before. I think one thing we were missing in midfield was that someone like Souček. He's not the most skillful player, but he's decent.
I think only the away fans know the value of Souček.
Yeah.
The home fans just go there week in, week out and moan.
Yeah.
You know, and I like a moan, as everyone knows. But Souček is a vital cog in that team.
Yeah, I agree.
And you take him out of it, his goals are gone. You know, his battling is gone.
Would you keep him or sell him in the summer?
Oh, Souček?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way I want him gone.
Yeah.
He's got to stay.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, he's one of the few players at the club at the moment that cares West Ham.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I agree with that.
Look,
I know there's going to be like an absolute sort of, yet again, there's going to be social media is going to go nuts over this if they already haven't. But am I wrong in thinking that we deserve something from this today?
On the second half, yes, we deserve something. On the first half, we didn't deserve anything at all. And therein lies the problem.
Yeah, we got to play for 90 minutes, not 45.
Yeah, if we played like we did second half for 90 minutes, we're doing okay.
And yet again, as Potter was asked about, you know, conceding late goals, we conceded not 1 but 2 late goals today.
And that is one of them's a worldie, as we keep saying. But it's a lack of concentration.
When he brought Soufal on, he brought Emerson off.
Yeah, but when he brought Soufal on...
I know what you're going to say.
He should have switched Wan-Bissaka to the other side.
Left, and Soufal on the right.
Because
they got their goal from that side.
Yeah. And it's partly because Soufal's legs have gone, and partly because he wasn't up to speed.
No, I agree.
You know, and they spotted that and they saw that, and away they go.
Oh well. So we go again. What's the next game coming up?
Play to Man United. Listen,
Man United. Is it not Spurs at home?
yeah, it is Spurs
Is
at
it
home.
Spurs at home or Man
Oh,
United away?
No, it's,
Whatever. I think it might be Spurs at
it's
home.
Spurs at home
Oh, fuck.
on the 4th of May.
Okay, now. Well, we're
May
up for
the
that, aren't
4th be with us.
we? May
eh?
the 4th be with us. Look, I mean, disappointing. Yet again, we only play for one half. Wiggy's absolutely right. Yet again, there are goals. There were two worldies, the first and the third goal, but we could have done ourselves proud by closing them down and try not let them have those shots. The second goal for me was the worst one, allowing them a free header in the
But
box.
we've definitely, it's our cup final next week. We're gonna go for the 3 points. Let's do it.
There you go, people.
You know-
Let's show me shirt. Go on.
There we are.
There you go. Time, people, is on his side. We'll see you all later. Speak to you all soon.